music. No, they rich on corn music. The corn. The corn. Right. Absolutely. We do not own the rights to this music, guys. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room.
Come on.
Yeah, that's only when you're in the church. Right.
Room.
Oh, well, in case we hold that awful one. Yeah, we're going to go to the other room.
Not yet. I ain't ready yet.
We ain't ready for them.
I ain't ready. I see somebody posted something on Facebook saying, Lord, take all the spirits. They ready. I ain't ready. I ain't ready.
Hey, Trick.
Don't forget to share.
Okay. Download it.
I did.
I hear.
This is
I hear. Get that.
Oh, definitely ready. Definitely not ready. What are we talking about today? We're talking about high vibrational women versus low vibrational.
I can read the comments.
How about the sun? That's right. That's Come on in the room, good people. Come on in the room.
Come talk to us.
Come and talk to me.
Come talk to us,
We
y'all.
wanna meet you. Can I talk to you?
Hey.
Come on in the room, good people, good people. Happy Monday.
Yes. Top of the week.
Type of the week, guys. Make sure you follow the 105.7 phase on all platforms. Let me get my verbiage right. Follow 105.7 phase on all platforms. On our social media, IG, TikTok, Facebook. Make sure you guys go download our app from your app store. So wherever you download your apps from your phone, make sure you go and download 105.7 Phase. Take us everywhere you go. Like and subscribe. We've been promoting. Like and subscribe to Amanda Miller Talks 2 on YouTube. Guys, you gotta remember, February 10th is going to be our last day that we would be on our last Monday show. And I don't know what that date would be, but whatever that date is for that last Monday, we would be on social media for Facebook and IG, but effective February 10th, we're gonna go straight to YouTube. February 3rd. It'll be the 3rd, right. So February 3rd, we are going to go straight to YouTube. So guys, please go to YouTube, like and subscribe to Amanda Miller Talks on our YouTube channel. So guys, y'all know the cast. Y'all already know the panel. We got that girl Zoe in the building. Hello. No, you won't know. And our boy, Casey that way. Hey now, say now.
Hey now.
Yes, guys, happy Tuesday. So let's get into it. Let's talk. So, as you guys know, our topic today is high vibrational women versus low vibrational women. And then we'll pivot and talk about, some scenarios and what that looks like as it relates to the dating space. So you brought up a point though, which is very good, that there's no way that people are positive all the time. Right. So when we look at high vibrational women and you think about it, and that positivity, that's what we think about, the positivity side of that person. Again, knowing that people aren't 100% positive each and every day. But what we do know is most times those high vibrational women have a way of shifting that energy even when there's a negative situation to make it in a positive space. Y'all, let's talk about that. Any scenarios of women that you may know that fits in that mold or in that space, kind of think about that person and their characteristics and their character and how they can light up a room or make a situation just come from a negative space to a positive space, because sometimes we can go to people about things and they feed right into it.
Yes.
As opposed to pouring into, well, let's think about it like this, that positivity. What about, this? So let's talk about that space, guys.
And for the people in that who, like Mello said, may not have went to school,
Okay.
let us explain what the high and low, and it's just positive and negative energy, in my opinion, in my dictionary. That's what it means to me. But I definitely like the point you made about, I can give a perfect scenario, and this has nothing to do with dating, but think about your girlfriends or your friend group. If you're going through something and you call them and you tell them what's going on, you know you got a couple of friends, you're gonna have a couple of responses. Somebody gonna say, well, no, that just don't make sense. They forever gonna feed into, like you just
It's
said,
always gonna
what's
be that
going
one.
on. Right. Never gonna say, well, you know what, so you might need to look at it like this. Or you could have done that. Now you may have one of those people
Yeah.
in your corner, but
All
9
of
times out of 10, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna feed into it in a negative. If I was you, I'd just leave.
Right. Right. Right.
You always will have that one.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you can kind of gauge, every time I call you, this is going to be your response. You never have anything positive to say.
Do y'all think people, to your point, run to those people to validate, if you got that negative person, to validate what they've already feeling so that you can stay in that space?
Yeah.
And why do you think people do that? Because, as opposed to, if you had, so Zoe have a situation and Zoe called me because Zoe knows that, okay, Amanda's gonna validate this of what I'm doing in this negative space, as opposed to calling Mello, or Mello gonna help you shift the narrative and think negative. Why do you think people even do that?
Because they don't want to be in that I can't put it down. They don't want to be in that category by themselves. You see what I'm saying? So they'll try to push someone else. They'll bring the negative to you, so you can have your feedback, and they'll go back and tell another person that what you said. You see what I'm saying? Now you in the chain reaction now.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
So that's why they come to you.
That's right. They
So-
want to pull.
Yeah, they want to.
They pull you into
Like
that negative
like,
space.
folks say misery.
Misery,
Right,
love,
right,
Got
right.
you, got you,
Right.
got you.
So they won't feel like they're the Lone Ranger.
I feel like too sometimes, like, just as women, like, sometimes you just want a person just to listen to how you feel. You don't necessarily be whether they encourage you or not in that space. But sometimes you do be wanting somebody to, validate your feelings, because the person who you got the feelings for is not acknowledging it. So you got that one friend that you know what, she know if I call her right now until I'm ready to bust some windows out the car.
She ready.
She ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and sometimes, I mean, for me, honestly, I feel like sometimes you need that friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
They're really
not all the
with
time,
you.
not all the
Not all
time.
the time.
But sometimes you need that friend.
You need that, okay.
You ain't
Hello?
need that friend to say, you ain't need that friend to say, no, you need to
Right,
think twice.
right.
You gotta be, but you gotta be both of them
sometimes.
sometimes.
Right.
But sometimes you gotta be both on. You gotta be high and low vibration
Yeah.
Right.
for a person, because you gotta
Okay.
agree with them, but then you gotta say, you know what, friend, look, shit,
Okay.
but you better.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I feel you. I want to bust the window.
I want to bust it better than you want to bust
I
it.
gotta tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah, but
Right.
But you better than
you
that.
gotta
I like
think,
that part.
you gotta
I
think before you take action.
That's right, that's right.
You can
That's
lose
right.
a lot, you know what I mean? It'll cost you a lot too, in the long run.
You gonna move on emotion.
Then you gonna say,
You know?
man, I should not did that right there.
That's right.
You
Once you like this.
Right.
What the folks
I
say now,
should've-
turn
I
around.
should have
I
told
feel
him.
like too, like, when it comes to like high and low vibrational women, people associate that term with success and unsuccess. Because when you look at a high vibrational woman, you think of them as a woman of poise, a woman of stature, and a low vibrational woman would, in our, society, would be considered like ratchet, ghetto, and they probably more high vibrational than the next person.
That's a
You know what
great
I'm saying?
point.
I
That's
think
a
they
great
don't
point.
associate that with like your stature, like.
Right. It has nothing to do with that.
Right,
Mhm.
because there are a lot of people that are from some of the lower income areas that are very positive minded because of the fact of what they've been through.
Right,
How
right.
they came up.
Right.
And so I gotta think big picture, be positive in order to elevate and stay in a mindset of wanting more, of wanting to do more, as opposed to always thinking negative where I'm stagnant and I'm always in that same mindset and state. So yeah, that's a great point. Mellow, that I think we
Got somebody
do.
saying something.
I think we do typically.
You gotta comment. Somebody said they don't want to be wrong by themselves.
Exactly.
Oh, love that.
Exactly.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause they want I ain't the only one did that. I ain't the only one did that either. And they gonna tell on you.
That's right.
Yeah.
He said it too. He did it too.
Right.
She did it
I
too.
know I can't stand up with Willow told me.
Right. Oh my God, I hate
Man,
that
you
right
gotta grow
there.
up, man.
I hate that right there.
Willow
But let
just
me
gave
ask
you a
y'all this.
suggestion.
Right.
Make the decision.
Right.
Do y'all think the high vibration, when we look at high vibrational women and we talk about the positivity, do you think that people can be overly so positive where people say, well, I ain't even gonna call her because
I don't think it's a such
I'm not even gonna call her because she's
Overly
gonna get on my
positive.
nerve with all of that. Do you see
But
what I'm saying?
but
Oh,
It depends on the situation.
I ain't finna go, no, honey.
but
I ain't finna call Melvin.
It depends on what.
I feel like being bothered with that today.
look,
But you know what? It's the same thing with the negative people. Don't you feel that way? Like when you know, if you're going through something and you notice that friend that's gonna forever have something negative to say, no shit, ain't even call
right.
I already
You
know
want
what
somebody to
she
encourage you.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So, okay, I got a question for y'all. So, when you get in a relationship with somebody, right? Alright, so let's say y'all been talking like about a week, and they go, my phone bill due, my light bill due, rent due, I need some help.
In 1 week.
In 1 week. And then they say, well, can you pay my phone bill?
Oh.
What type of woman would you consider that to be? A high or low vibrational woman?
I don't know if I would necessarily call it high or low vibrational. I would just be like, I would say you're very bold.
I feel like it's low
Okay,
vibrational.
yeah, okay, describe
Cause you coming off top
Right,
with
it's not,
wanting and needing off the dribble.
but not even, you don't even know me. You don't
Right.
even know my situation.
Right.
Like, when you met me, what did you see? You saw money?
Money,
You saw
right.
So I feel like when we talk about high and low vibrational women, I think it has to do with their mentality too.
Right.
Okay, I can go for
Not
that.
just
I
about
can go for
being
that.
positive or negative.
Right.
It is the mentality.
It's the energy too, because if I'm a high vibrational person, right, I'm gonna try to look at the brighter side, right? And I'm not gonna go to somebody that I don't know and ask.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Can you pay something? Can you pay my phone bill? I don't know you like that.
Right.
I'm gonna try to work it out and let whatever take its course.
Right.
And you're right, because I think, and this probably not right, it may be, it may not be, them coming out and say it ain't always right, and I just saying, well, you know, I think is everything we say on the show, we ain't saying follow and do it.
No.
But I think what happens is when you are high vibrational, really, I take most times, let me say most times, people will try to handle things themselves as opposed to feeling the need to want to
Reach out.
somebody
Right.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can buy that. I go for that. I go for that.
I think it does have to do with the mentality though. That was a great point. It goes beyond just your thought process, but where are you mentally?
Mentally, right.
Yeah.
What do you, when we say high vibrational versus low vibrational, what do you think separates those to individuals when we talk about it that are some, although we said the positive mindsets, the mentalities, the positive negative, what are some other things that we think separate those people as identifiers? Like if you go ahead.
So, do y'all remember this video a long time ago? It was on this show with these strippers in Atlanta. I can't remember the name of the show, but it was like this lady on there, and they was at a barbecue, and the way the girl fixed her plate. Do y'all remember the lady had told her that her plate just oozed that she was a low vibrational woman because she had everything like on top of each other.
And she called her low vibration.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Y'all don't remember that video?
I don't.
So I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna have to find it and send it to y'all, but okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to send it to y'all, but so it was like the lady went and fixed her plate at the barbecue, and I guess like for everybody else, it was like, I guess like women feel like you have to be dainty sometimes. Like women hate to see another woman piling up her plate with food.
Right,
Like
and
it's
that's
just
in
like,
life.
yeah.
You know, they hate to see you pile up the things that you're doing positive in life too. You know what I'm saying?
So this particular episode, they was at like a little cookout, and that lady was fixing her plate, and I mean she had like a lot of everything. It was just like
So now
chaotic on her plate.
so now she living room.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
And the lady was
Right.
like, so they were arguing with each other, and she was like, girl, you can't even talk to me. Like, look at your plate. You're a low vibrational woman. Like your plate.
You're doing too much.
Yeah, like.
Right.
And so that go back to, I guess, like, how people associate people with their stature.
That's
Right.
So these
I like that,
all
the
these women
stature.
were like, they were all like strippers and then they were like Blue Flame and stuff like that. So, you know, they had that, you know, about themselves, but they were still like, they had some money.
Okay.
So they had a little bit of influence, a little bit of reach, but she was just one of them ex-strippers that
Right.
changed her life, that went and started all these businesses, and then she got money from here, everywhere. So that she felt like she was above them. So it was for her to say to this lady, because your plate look like that, you a low vibrational woman. I'm gonna have to send y'all that video.
So do y'all, and that's a great,
But
that's
that's not cool though to
I was gonna
judge
say,
someone like
okay,
that
I was
either.
gonna ask that, what are y'all thoughts? Go ahead, Casey.
But you do have a lot of people that feel that they have more, you know, and they look down on the people trying to make it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
that make you low vibrational though.
The dating,
Yeah,
the
they
lack
do.
of being
They
dating.
do.
No, anytime that you feel like you better than
Yeah.
somebody.
Oh,
Or
gotcha.
you
Yeah.
got one,
Gotcha.
like, I feel like people who, when we talk about low vibration, we talking about men too.
It go for men too.
Any man or any woman that can sit around and pick apart what somebody else doing, and this person is working hard. You
Right.
know, like you see them
That's right.
struggling,
Right.
and you see them grinding, and you over here picking apart everything they do, you low vibration.
Well, I
Yeah,
say
you
that
know
all the
about that.
time.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I was thinking
Yeah.
about that when we start talking about, you know, this subject. People tend to associate stuff like you stated, with money, with jobs, with status, with education. However, those things doesn't necessarily make you high vibrational, because some of those same people are so negative and judgmental and look down on people to the fact that their mindset is always negative.
That's right.
So which makes you a low vibrational woman.
That's right.
Whether you think so or not,
right.
it does. It makes you very low vibrational because you're never thinking about the positive of things
Right.
of an individual.
Right. Of what they went through.
Your mind strictly goes to negative.
Yeah, you sit up, you watch the page,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
you know,
Yeah.
that's just
The
a lot.
world crazy, man. It's a cold world out here.
And if you were high vibrational to me in the sisterhood, if you saw, and we all strippers, so we all in the same family, and you saw one of your girls out and feel like that, I would, after the fact, you know,
Well,
have a
going on?
conversation
You
with her.
ain't
That's right. You
Right,
know,
right.
and
And
then
then be like,
hey,
hey,
come
girl,
and see. You wanna go back and get what you said.
Right, just come and say that, right.
But don't try to play them
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You give them, you help them through the
Encourage
process
them.
and encourage them
Yeah.
and let them know what others, how it's perceived
Yeah, right.
by
That's
other
right.
people, so
That's
they don't
right.
make those same mistakes.
Absolutely.
But like you said, don't pick it up, and then don't do it in public, because then I'm ready to fight you.
Didn't.
Right,
They were
right.
like, find out
I'm
about
ready to fight you.
Because now it just seems like you're trying to embarrass me.
Yes, and you're not gonna do that.
That's right, that's right,
Yeah.
that's right.
I'm gonna tell you something, it's like a person, I knew, it was like, they got a gig with Tyler Perry, right?
Mhm.
So they were saying, they like, y'all didn't film today? And it was raining at the time. I'm like, no, we ain't getting out there with the camera, anything like that, you know. And guess what they said? Oh, I forgot, I work for Tyler Perry. And then y'all, no vibration.
So now
No
we dropping
vibration.
names.
Now what I'm doing is better, more than what you doing.
Right, I'm like, oh, now don't get big head, now
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
pump your brake now,
Yeah.
cause God can take that from you.
That's
That's
right.
Don't,
right.
don't look,
That's right.
oh, we got better equipment, this,
You should if you work for Tyler Perry.
I'm like, but I doubt if they gonna get out there in that rain and get out there and mess up their
Oh, he
equipment.
ain't get ready to do that.
No,
Right.
they
Yeah.
gotta pay more money for it, you know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
I said, he ain't no fool, you know what I mean? I'm like, but you gotta watch what you say.
You do.
And watch how you treat people with that low vibration, you know what I'm saying?
And don't try to make no energy. We ain't matching no fucked up energy.
Right.
That's
We ain't
right. That's
matching
right.
it.
People do low, when people go low, baby, just go
Go
high.
high.
Go high,
That's
yeah.
right. I said that in a post that I posted the other day.
I know it ain't cool.
And we
And
trying.
and get what I said
Ooh, I
too.
be trying.
Hear what I said? I said, our camera stuff so know we be on TV every weekend and every day. It's gonna be about 5-6 years before whatever you got going on come out. And right now, I'm still coming up slowly but surely.
That's right.
You know what I mean? With them little bitty cameras and things. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You have to be careful of who you look down on.
Mhm.
But I like the point you guys were making. I don't remember who said it, but I think it was Mello that was saying about the stature and your status and where you are in life. You can have some of the richest people that can have everything, but won't help a single individual. So I think
Right.
about how you view mentality.
That's
and-
low vibration.
Me too. I agree. How you view the world and how you treat others. Period.
And I think that's the biggest thing when we talk about high and low vibration, like you said, great point. How do we treat people? How do we perceive things? What's our demeanor, our behavior, and how do we stay in a zone?
So what does that look like in dating?
I think from a dating standpoint, we have found ourselves at times women versus men.
Yes, that's true.
And we gotta find ourselves to where we bring back it's all of us together.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
You know, in that dating space.
Right.
I think for me, unfortunately, and y'all help me in this space, I could just come down and say don't make it right. I think low vibrational women just have stayed in a zone where everything a man does, whether the new person, they always see the negative based on their experience.
Based on past
Past experience.
Now, someone will try to, excuse me, someone will try to bring up, like you said, the past experience of the last guy and compare it to you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's always the man, but never them.
That's right.
Right.
We never are able to be able to look at
That's
stuff.
accountability.
Accountability.
I think too though, like a low vibration woman for me is a woman that ain't got no stomach either.
Oh, you just said a
That's
word.
like you just said in a relationship you doing the same thing you did with the other person. That means you ain't got no stomach, no type of quality about yourself.
Right.
So a
Right.
man could come in and buy you some flowers and it's open sesame. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that contributes to your vibration too, because a woman with higher vibration will be a woman of standards.
There you go. Right.
And that's why I said we no
Right.
longer accepting the bare minimum, because some of that stuff women get so excited about opening doors and flowers, but that's what they're supposed to do, and that's
Yeah.
courtesy. It's chivalry. It's chivalry. And
But
so,
see, they ain't used to that because they these low vibrational people.
Yeah.
That's right.
Girl, get out the car and come on.
Yeah.
Right. What you waiting on?
Right.
Yeah.
But now
Open
you
the
open the
door.
door, right?
That's right, that's
Open
right.
the door.
So then that goes back to your point when you said earlier, so does that mean if a man dated, or female, it can be the same.
Yeah,
vice
'cause we
versa,
know you do
it can
both.
be female too, if I'm dating a high vibrational person and it doesn't work, am I going to go and try to find the exact opposite?
No. Do you think people, I don't think they necessarily go find, but I think sometimes men can accept. Because the low vibrational woman don't hold them accountable.
She don't have no standard.
That's right,
Right.
to the standard.
She
So,
don't deal with
Right.
the foolishness. And all he gonna do is when he learn from this lady over here,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna take it over here and he gonna wow her.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she's not
She
used
don't know no
to it.
better.
Right.
I mean, I'm guilty of that.
Right, me too.
I'm telling you, when I was in
Y'all
my
talk
Me
about
too.
Casey and,
when I was in my
you know.
20s, I dated like older women.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 24. I think I was dating like a 32-year-old woman. But she was telling, like, she used to teach me stuff like when we go sit down and eat at a restaurant, like, you don't pull your phone out. This is our time.
Right,
to
right,
talk
that's
and
right.
talk to each other. I'm
Right.
24 years old, girl. I'm on the phone. But like, it was certain things like she taught
But
me,
you
like,
took
even
heed
with
to it,
opening
though.
doors and stuff like that. So when I got into my next relationship, and for moving forward, when I go to a restaurant with a lady, I put my
Right.
phone in my pocket.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at them, they on the phone, and they looking at me like, why you pick yours up? And I'm like, well, I was just taught that when I'm with you, I'm with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she taught me a lot of different things. I use
Yeah, you learn.
right.
You learn.
But
That-
that's not, and I don't think that means, I think every relationship you should learn and grow.
That's right.
And it should help you in some facets. You should get something from the relationship that's gonna help make you to be better
That's
for the
right.
next relationship, right? Especially if it doesn't work. If you didn't grow or learn anything from it, then what you doing?
Right.
Then what I'm saying, so I don't went and dated a Bonquisha.
Okay.
After this
Okay,
lady, a
okay,
lady of
okay.
low vibration, right?
Mm-hmm.
She wild. Oh my God, she put her phone down. I
Right.
thought that was law.
Right.
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 I thought that was law.
Because now Bonquisha thinks that
Cause she ain't used to
because she's
nobody
not
doing
used to it, that's right, and giving that type of attention
Mm-hmm.
in a space when we're at the table. And so, but why do you guys think that men, because we don't typically do that, and I'm not saying women don't
No, you wouldn't.
go to a lower man.
Yes, they do.
I just said I'm
And
not
some
saying
men
that
go
they
to lower
don't.
women. Some
I'm
men go.
saying most times
Most times.
they don't.
Some men
But
go.
men do it a lot.
We'll go to a lower
Again,
vibration.
because
Mhm.
you don't have to be held accountable, you can do what you want to do
Yeah.
with that individual.
Yeah.
You can wow them, like Mello said, with the
Yeah.
smallest things
Yeah.
that somebody else has experienced. They think that it's supposed to be natural,
Yeah.
right? So they know they can't come to you with that, but they can go over here.
Talk
Yeah.
about it, Casey,
And some
from a man
women,
perspective.
Yeah.
to be honest, the type of man that they say they want, they can't handle that type of man.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
let's talk about
Right.
okay, wait. I love it. Okay, wait, Casey. Let me hear you talk about why men
Mm-hmm.
do deal with low vibrational women after they've dealt with a high vibrational woman, a woman that's encouraging you to be better, a woman that's pouring into you, a woman that's praying for you, a woman that, you know, positive and think when you guys are going through and you're arguing, they say, okay, baby, let's take the
Right,
time out, or
right.
let's talk about it another day. A woman that really pours into the relationship to make it healthy.
So,
And let's just say it just didn't work out. Why do a man run to a woman that does none of those things, or either half of those things?
so some of these guys don't be ready for that type of behavior at the moment, you know, until they go to that low vibrational lady after they left that person, you know what I'm saying? And then they move over here, and now you get drugged over here. You know what I mean? Now you
You done fell in
you
love
don't
with
fell in love. Now she club hopping. She don't come home at night. She don't cook. She don't clean.
Right, there you
Now you end up going crazy. Now you're missing what you had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then so some of them wake up and be like, this person I get like this, boy, I'm gonna make sure I ain't dealing with this no more.
Right,
Now,
right,
they never,
right.
and then when they go there, to the low vibration lady, they start going to jail. And they start fighting. Now he drinking more.
Right, cause man,
She about to drive him crazy.
Over the
Baby
line.
daddy knocking on the door.
right.
He out there almost
You
killed.
sound personal.
I ain't know with through, but I'm just saying.
Right.
I know
That
I'm a man
sounds
that
right to
high.
me.
Cause
Sounds
see on that Little Avenue, we just did a scene like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just did a scene like that.
Right.
So that's how they go though, you know what I mean? And it wake them up sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, then on down life, I'm gonna call me another good one. Like,
I'm gonna know how to treat
her right. I'm gonna sit my butt down, I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna learn something, you know.
I feel like too, just to piggyback off what you're saying, sometimes when a man date a low vibration woman, it's because that's where he at in his life.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it
no
too.
comment?
That's it too.
Okay, well, we got new comments and then we coming, cause Mello ain't playing today.
That's it.
And then we coming on back. Right.
So we
Y'all
got,
need to call their phone.
we got karma is real. People don't believe that. This is some real talk. Keep it very positive vibrations. Yeah, vibration is not based on strictly abundance or lack. It's about your standards and what your worth is.
Wow.
Somebody said preach though.
Come on with it, go.
He said women do it too.
Yes, they do.
Somebody said people go to lower choice for control.
Oh,
Older women with younger men is for control. Vice versa.
Oh,
Really,
Yeah.
nobody is ready for equal partnership because they are set in their ways and don't want to be changed.
Oh.
So they just settle to be happy.
All right, y'all.
Y'all
Y'all
understand
understand.
words.
Come on, talk to
Paul
us.
said, hey David, I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
So just to go back on that right there, what you saying when you say older women with younger men, younger women with older men, older women with younger men. When you go back and say that, I definitely feel like it's a control thing.
Yes, it's a control
But
thing.
I also feel like women mature faster than men, number one. So a 40-year-old man can date a 30-year-old woman because her mentality is probably, you know.
Up through there, yeah.
Now we talking about a 40-year-old man and a 19-year-old. He need to be locked up.
But she
Well, she ain't even got no experience.
Right.
Yeah, I think it
right.
does depend on what
Right.
that looks like in the midst of the gap
Yes.
of the age. But here's what I would say. As far as older women, younger men, I'm not sure if that's a control thing
I
because
think it's about 6.
you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Well, because no, I'm not really into older men.
Yeah, but you gonna get
And
that young guy because he got this stamina.
Yeah, well, no, because
Yeah.
now let me tell y'all this. I would like y'all know the Silver Fox crew men.
Oh, yes, Lord.
I will date.
No.
What? I would date one of them. I would date one of those guys. One, because they are very attractive.
Who that?
That's the first thing. Let's start with that.
Silver Fox. You ain't part of the crew.
But they are
Yeah.
very attractive guys, in my opinion.
Right.
So I would take a stab at dating a man that fits that. A lot of older guys, for me, they don't really
Don't have that sway.
no more.
Some more, but
Not a lot of
Because
them.
don't come up here with them sandals on with them socks. Them socks on. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
And so
I
for
agree.
me, I'm attracted to a certain type of guy.
Regardless of
guy.
age.
Regardless of the age. But you ain't finna be Zay age. And start trying to tell me to my auntie.
Oh,
Right?
Oh,
Out there, look, out there, got the cookie and everything. Now you auntie, gonna cook me some. I ain't gonna die you crazy. I ain't gonna die you crazy. I know that way.
But let me ask you this. So when you say it's not about control, and if it's not about control, it's not about sex. To me, for me, it definitely isn't about growing and learning anything because you're not going to be where I am mentally. Now, very
I
far
think
few
there's
in
a lot of
between.
And the reason why I say that is because when you talk to women and women chime in, there are older men that are still immature in their mindset. So that's why I say, for me, it's not about age. I think it's about what's the age gap.
Right.
Definitely.
Now see, I always dated older women. You know what I mean? In my young days and everything.
You know why?
Mhm.
You know
And I
why?
carried myself.
No, you know why you like them old women?
Right. See,
How's your relationship with your mother?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And she passed and she rest in peace.
So men typically sometimes want that, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I hate when people say that when you have a good relationship with your mama, you can't, like, it's something bad about being a mama's boy, because it's not. It just means you respect your woman.
That's right. And then I was raised by a lot of women.
Right. So you typically cling to older women because you like to be nurtured, don't you? Okay.
But it's
And
the
then
same-
I
but
can
it's
learn,
the
and
same
you know,
for women though,
right.
with me, with their father.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and they teach me a lot too,
That's
you know,
right.
cause see, I was willing to learn, you know, and like I said, I was raised by all women. I got 3 uncles, 5 aunties, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Then we had women dominated my family.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
Do you guys believe in the conversation which we're having that, and I'm not saying, because I know a lot of young girls that are on their grind, that are very stand up, mature, respectable young ladies, but do you think that also men younger guys gravitate to older women because of the vibrational?
Now,
Definitely.
Yeah.
now some of them think, well, I got a cool. She gonna take care of me.
That's definitely a
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
But I had one young guy tell me that he was tired of the younger girls.
Mhm.
Like you said, every time you turn around, they hand out like a cup. They wanted something.
Yeah.
Or they didn't have any goals. They weren't
Right.
trying to do nothing.
Right.
They just wanted someone to take care of them.
Right.
They were in the club all the
So low
time.
vibrational
So
women.
they didn't want that. Even though they were young, you know what I mean? But that's not what they were looking for. So again, depending on what you've gone through, how you were raised, where you are mentally, is going to determine who you're attracted to.
That's right.
Because like, typically, when people come from a certain, like, let's just go middle class to high class, you don't want to date, Bonquisha.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want Bonquisha.
But
Some
some
do.
do
Some
know, but that's
do.
why
No.
but they shouldn't, and that's why I always tell my
They
son,
want to have fun with them.
Yeah.
There you
They
go.
don't
Now, that's
want
true.
them.
Yeah.
They want to
That
have
is
fun
true.
Yeah.
with them.
That's true.
They
Wait,
want
wait,
to
wait,
want
wait,
Amanda.
but why, you may want an Amanda, but why do men, and I've seen it, deal with women of high vibrational, but then you would turn around and mess with somebody else that is totally different than that high vibrational woman, and you're looking like, well, what were you thinking?
Because I don't have to do anything over here.
It's about the look. What
There you go.
typically them low vibrational women be some little hoochie.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't have to do anything.
No.
She's not going to hold me accountable for nothing. I can
Right.
come and go as I
Right.
please.
Right.
I can.
Right.
I ain't got to open up no doors.
Right.
I don't have to be responsible for no mortgage.
Right.
I can come
do
to your
what I
house
wanna
all
do.
time of night.
Right.
Chick-fil-A.
Right, look,
Yeah.
look,
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Them one of them ones at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can call your phone and
Right.
say, hey,
That's
love,
why
you
they
got
got it.
That's
That's
right.
why they got it.
They can call them on.
But you ain't gonna play that game.
game.
You ain't gonna play that game if they grown lady.
And what you gonna play that
You ain't
game?
gonna play that game if they grown lady.
That's right.
Nah, she ain't gonna
I
have
gotta go to
that.
work. I gotta go to work in the morning.
Yeah, she ain't gonna have that.
That's right.
Yeah, she
That's
ain't gonna
exactly
have
right.
that.
Okay,
And I think it goes vice versa, since we always talking about men.
okay.
Women do the same thing too. You may not be mentally ready for this stable man.
I love that. That's what I wanted to go back to. Thank you for saying
And he
that.
got his stuff together, and he's holding you accountable for having your stuff together.
Mhm.
You may not be ready for him. So guess what? You may like old Jody down the street who all you gotta do is come up over there and rub on his leg and he fine. You know, but this other man has some expectations.
High
of
vibrational
you.
man.
Yeah.
High vibrational
Yes,
man.
he got some expectations of his woman.
Right.
That's right. And he expects you to do certain things.
Mhm.
But that's what if I'm not.
But
if
they'll
I wanna do
overlook
that.
that, they'll overlook that
If
guy
I
right
don't
there.
wanna do that,
But that was somebody
Either
that think
way.
about that man though, like, I'm not
he
gonna,
controlling.
but no, I'm not gonna get into that piece
Yeah.
of it until, that's right, today, because we're gonna talk about that next week,
Okay.
absolutely. Then that's that man who's soft.
Right, he's soft.
Remember I
Oh,
told
yeah,
you
the man
that,
said
and
that,
we,
yeah.
that's right,
Yeah.
so
Say
we're
that.
talking about
Y'all
that
got
man.
that
next
twist.
week.
Yeah, tune in that week, cause it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
good,
hot next
baby.
week,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, 'cause that man ain't soft. That man just has
Right,
stamina.
man.
Yeah,
just
that
like
man
you
got
do.
stamina.
That's
He
right.
was raised by women in
Right.
power.
That's
Right.
right. That's
Women are
right.
poison excellent.
Right.
You know,
That's
you
right.
understand?
Right.
Like your first ever like experience of a relationship is with your family, with your
Yes.
mother and
That's
your
right.
father.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like,
It's true.
I always like, you know, say like if I ever had got a man and I don't want one, so don't get in my head.
That's right.
If I ever,
Hey,
if
man,
I ever,
hey,
if
hey.
I ever want to say, if I ever wanted to be with a man, I would want to be with a man that has the stature of my daddy.
That's right.
Not necessarily look like my
I got
daddy,
you.
There you
I
but
go.
got
like
Right,
my
right.
daddy is a man of excellence.
Right.
Like he provides
That
for
is
his
right.
family.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like my stepmama ain't had no job. I'm 37.
Right.
She ain't worked in 35 years.
Right.
That's right.
She take care of the family. So you gonna be my husband?
Right.
I ain't going to work.
Okay.
That's gonna,
Okay.
that's gonna go
I'm
back
taking
into
care of
next
home.
week too.
I'm telling you. Yes.
Because, again, is that part of control?
That's right.
No.
From a man's standpoint that don't want that woman to
Yeah.
work.
Say that for next
I don't
week.
think.
Yeah, let's say for next week, we're not going to it, I just want to plant the seed.
That's right.
I just want to plant the
The
seed.
reason
we got some
coming. The reason coming.
All right, so we got some guys feel comfortable with low hanging fruit hits. He ends up playing the victim when she start giving that same energy.
Swell. That's my swell brother right there.
Love it, love it, love
Sex
it.
control, so yes, it's correct.
Yes.
She buys him a PlayStation for control. It's sex for her.
You'll never
Right.
play
Or
PlayStation because
Xbox.
you're not finna even play in this house. Period.
No.
We don't play
Let
games.
me come home and you're here.
We're playing that right.
Somebody said exactly not there mentally, so the more mature it controls and runs the show. Somebody said you got to be willing to learn. David said the iPhone
That's right.
16.
Yeah.
So she got to buy him an iPhone 16.
Right.
And
Okay,
then
and I don't, wait, let's stop for a minute on these comments. Only reason why I want to pause is because here's what I keep hearing, bye. But those into our conversations are low vibrational men, as we talk about, just like you
He'll
said, a
accept the
woman
Xbox.
that just
He's
wants
satisfied.
something to be given. That means if a woman can just get you a phone or an Xbox, that's all you want.
Right.
my
In life.
was pertaining to the younger man.
Right,
But I'm saying, but if that's all he wants out of her,
I mean, you
That-
21, that's all you
That's
need.
all you want.
if that lady 33 years old and
Yeah,
he's
that's her fault.
21,
That's her fault.
Why
She
in the
buy
world?
PlayStation. That's her
She
fault.
want him so she can touch on him. That's
That's
it.
it. He can come
And
over
whatever I
there.
got to give you to keep you quiet, and keep you at my house when I want you to be at my house,
Yeah.
that's what I'm about it for you. Here go that little place.
Okay.
And he gonna get a little head.
Hey,
Okay,
get
say it to him.
Hey, get what?
You gonna be there talking.
Hey, get what? He can't take that PlayStation home with him.
You can't
Yeah,
take
right,
you
right.
can't take
You gonna
nothing
stay right
from
here.
her.
Okay, so here's, okay, I get it. So here's the thing, let's talk about this. So then women, mothers, why don't we pour into our sons for them to want more and want bigger, no matter who you're getting it from? Because you should be able to, again, like you said, it starts somewhere.
That's right.
Why aren't we teaching our sons that you can't be bought?
You should.
That's right.
Because just like Milo
You
just
can't buy
said,
love.
it
Right.
starts from the relationships you have at home. If you're not having those conversations with your children when
Absolutely.
they're young, my daughter is 18, and I try to give her exposure to everything.
That's why I asked that.
That's right.
Because I don't want a man
So
to
you know.
show you something and then now you wild out your mind.
Right.
You need to be able to, oh, my mom did that.
Right.
My
My dad did
to a
that.
5-star restaurant.
Oh, my dad did that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So when he does do something that he's doing over and beyond what I did, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Right.
And same
Right.
thing, and we don't want to just put it, and I think we do that a lot with our girls, but we forget to do that with our boys.
I
And I'm
agree.
big on doing that with my
You
son,
never set
because
yourself
I
low.
never, absolutely,
That's right.
I never want, McLinda,
Nigga under, that's right.
to get you
With global. I like
Get you
that.
caught up.
get you caught up
That's right.
because you're too busy excited about a cell phone.
Uh-huh.
No,
That's
and when
right.
you are PlayStation,
And
and you
once
know
they
how I
see
am
that-
about my son.
And once
I
they
want
see that,
to always
better
have catered to him
And you did.
that the bigger things in life, the next woman couldn't even touch you with.
Okay, but what if you're one of those single parents, and we've been there
Mhm,
in our
absolutely.
careers,
Absolutely.
where you might not have been able to afford
Mhm.
to give them all of these things. So you, but you can still pour in them ethics, the
That's
love,
right.
the respect,
That's right.
for them to respect themselves
That's
and
right.
have standards.
you got
Okay,
some
So
more
let's
comments?
go, Casey.
Okay. Somebody said, well, David, I ain't gonna say somebody, I'm gonna say your name.
Mhm.
Cause you're not just no somebody.
That's right.
You mean
That's right.
something to us.
Yes, you do.
He said, exactly not there mentally, so the more mature, control, and
Yeah.
runs the show.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Tanika Jet say, you got to be willing to learn.
That's right. And I
Amen.
love that. You gotta be willing
Amen.
to learn. And I think that's the bigger part of it when you date outside of that age bracket. Men or women. You gotta be willing and open to learn.
You do.
I love that.
You do.
Go ahead.
Let's see what it is. Okay,
Sorry,
be
y'all.
willing to learn.
Choke.
Okay. That guy was probably done career minded. That guy, David said, that guy was probably non-career minded, so they couldn't handle it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That happens.
Love it.
That
That happens.
Mm.
And he said the dog in us means, okay, it also more freaky. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So
No,
we
we
ain't
ain't
got
freaky. She just give you some head.
Yeah.
Big Glinda ain't giving no head.
Right. So he going to the low vibration.
I mean, look,
He
He going to
said she ain't doing it.
Right, right.
So
Ain't doing all that.
that's why he
That's why
going
he
to
went on
I got somebody that will.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So them days, okay, let me see.
That ain't spinning right.
Okay.
No.
And now the ego both ways now, cause some will be like,
Yeah, that's true.
Get your little young boy, he
Yeah.
go about 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
That's all he gonna do.
I'm so blessed to
He
be
that damn
raised.
dog.
I'm so blessed to be raised by high vibration women
That's
in my life.
right.
Love the topic. Okay. I pour good standards in my son.
That's right.
Sons, I'm raising godly kings.
That's right, and
That's
that's my point.
That's right.
If we as women pour a lot more energy into our kings as we do our daughters, I think some kind of way we could start some kind of shift.
I agree. And I think sometimes we miss the mark on pouring into our daughters too. Because we wouldn't have the Bonquishas and the ones who you can pass some flowers to, and then
That's all it takes.
they open sesame.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure that we balance that and pour into the daughters as well as the sons. 'Cause
Right.
just because we're doing it, I can see some of these young girls who hadn't been poured into at all.
Uh-huh.
But see, this just go back to what's going on now in the world.
Yeah.
Everything now is about survival.
Mhm.
See, back then, our parents had time to be parents to us.
Yes.
We could sit down and have dinner together. Everybody wasn't on the go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if you was raised in a single parent household, y'all still had family time.
Mhm.
But now, I got to go work 2 jobs.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I got to go over here, I got to do this, I got to do that, because I got to make sure you have this and you have that.
Mhm.
So now the ship is focused away from, I'm gonna teach you these standards to, you know what, I got to make sure you can keep up with the Joneses.
Right.
Because here we got social media.
Yeah.
So you got our kids looking at social media.
Fashion,
Yeah, they don't care about some kids do. Now you have some kids that are different. They
Yeah.
just built different, cut from different cloths. But the majority of these Bonquishas, They grew up seeing one or two things. Either their mama got men coming in and out of the house, or their mama was not, it was in a terrible relationship.
That's right.
With one man.
That's right.
So that's all the example of love that they know.
And you brought out a great point because people say that a lot, and I love that.
Now
They
get what?
feel like, hold on, Casey,
Oh, go ahead.
that women, a lot of the blind Christians have seen men come in and out of the household
Right.
back and forth.
Right.
However,
Right.
you made a great point. It could have just been a bad relationship that their mother stayed in for a long time and probably could be in to this day. And if you see it, you accept it. Because we said that about, it's not about what I say, which what I do. So if I've seen mama stay in a relationship with the same man back and forth, low vibrational woman, because, and you're making every excuse under the sun as to why you're still in that relationship, then my Christians don't know no different.
That's right. And now that's one thing, I have had, if we be 100% honest, like we always
Yeah,
say,
like Jennifer.
my job is very demanding, right? Going through my career has been very demanding. So I've had to be intentional about making family time because it wasn't always time for that. I could literally go to work, come home, go to bed, and you know what I mean, and just start over the next day. So you have to make, just like with a relationship, if you're in a bad way, you have to be intentional about what you want your kids to see, how you want them to grow up, and what sacrifices you're willing to make for that. So guess what? If that means I need to get off work at a certain time, and when I do get off work, I'm gonna make sure if we don't do nothing else, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have dinner together. I'm gonna make sure one weekend a month, we're gonna have mother and daughter time. Because if I can sacrifice for everything else, I'm gonna make sure that I put this in place for my child.
And then we
So
have
you have to do that, and you have to have conversations while you're
And then
together.
guess what? Now that's showing your daughter that, you know what? Okay, you know, this is what love feels like.
And
Like,
then,
you go out here, like you said, you don't want no man to teach your child. You
and
ain't
then look, you know, you could be on raising children the right way too. And they'll stray away.
They
Like
will.
you ain't did
They
nothing.
will.
Like
They
you ain't
will.
did nothing.
But they always gonna come
But they gonna come back.
They
They
always
gonna come
gonna
back.
come
And
back.
even if they don't come back, they always are thinking about the things that you poured into them, whether you whether you ever get to see it or not. Believe you me, at some point, they're thinking about
I'm
those
talking
things.
about you somewhere like
That's right.
My daddy said, or my mama said,
I hear it in my brother
That's right.
all the time
That's
now
right.
as he's maturing. You can hear him where before he was a hothead, you know, it was whatever. But as he's maturing now, and now that he has his own son, his demeanor, his thought process is different. And as much as he swear he not his daddy, he his daddy, which is a good thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You take the, because I mean no parent is perfect. There's
That's
no
right.
handbook on
That's
that.
right.
But you take the bits and pieces from your parents, and it molds and shapes you.
Right.
And you may make some maneuvers
Yeah.
because my mother was very submissive.
Right.
Because that's how she grew up though, right? And my daddy was a provider. He's gonna make sure we have whatever we need. And you might have everything you want, but you gonna have what you need.
Right.
But he's going to do that. He made sure that. So all those things rubbed off on me. But what I saw my mother doing, cooking every day, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
So we got a few comments. David said, because there is no real man in the house is the reason that they are not taught. Only ones in the single women household is play uncles, selling drugs, or that's just gotten out of prison. So he teaches the boys that women supposed to take care of them. I mean, that's a little bit
But I think that's gonna roll into something next week though, so I'll keep that in the
But again, back into what we were talking about today. So like Miller said, it's all about in the relationships you have when you're young. Because those relationships mold you into who you are as an adult.
teach you love.
And the whole circle.
Yeah.
If your mother and father did not teach you what love is, you ain't gonna learn it from nobody outside your home. Because people don't love you.
Some family gonna have to show you that.
Somebody
love.
gotta love you. But see, we had grandparents
There you
Now,
go.
we gonna get into this coming around.
Okay,
I don't
let's
wanna skip over everybody, so
Yeah,
I'm
let's
gonna
do it.
get down.
Okay.
The generation is totally different from us and don't even realize the journey of how we had to attain our own goals and dreams. Big shout out to this podcast, swear.
Thank you.
Social media has took over.
Yes.
Your seeds pay attention. That's why I have very high standards when it comes to my son.
Yes.
Now this is the comment I'm talking about here. Bottom line is, babies are having babies. They are not raised yet themselves, so how can they raise a child, male or female? Until the grandmama step out the club and help raise the grandkids, it's gonna continue to play out. Now, I will say this.
Okay.
I'm a parent. I teach parenting classes. No, I don't have any kids, but it's simple, the basic stuff I teach. I got a curriculum. All right, but I'm saying that to say that it's a lot easier to say things like this, like babies raising babies and stuff like that. But it just gotta be in you, period. Once a woman becomes pregnant, her whole life changes within that pregnancy. And it's gonna change one or two ways.
Yes,
Either she
Lord.
gonna wanna be, or she ain't gonna wanna
And I
be.
think it could be a catch-22 of grandparents coming out of the club. And I think we can have a conversation of this future. That's not my baby.
Facts.
That's your baby.
Facts.
You decided to get out here and have a baby, and I'm sure, I hope, not saying all the time, that mothers have said, even if they haven't said it in the right way or tone, don't get your butt out here and have no baby.
That's right.
I'm
No,
sure
no,
at
no,
some
no,
point,
no.
right, they've
Right.
said that in some form or fashion, or they could sit down, like some of us, have those conversations and educate our girls about the boys, and you're gonna be stuck with the baby, and he can go on about his business, or either about birth control and things like that, and having those conversations. But I will say, what happens a lot in this instance, grandparents do to their to their point, a lot of them, raise their daughters or sons' children if they're in the household. And I think it does not make them responsible.
It doesn't. No, but I do think there's a way that you can do it and make them responsible.
I don't play no games.
You can help. I can help, but I'm not going to do.
Stop my life.
And a lot of times they do.
I don't play no games.
I think a lot of times when they're 16, 17 years old, the parent,
Of course you're gonna do
They-
it.
they-
But
they-
that's
they-
what
Yeah, I gotta do that.
But
Yeah.
even
but no, you gonna learn today.
But you gonna learn.
Right,
I
you gonna learn.
I don't play no games.
I
Yeah.
work with teen parents, and I tell them all the time, like, baby, this your class.
Right.
Your mama not, what your mama sitting up here?
Right.
You got to learn
Right.
this.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like you said, like, this is what creates the bonquishes too.
That is true.
Because get what bonquisha
Can
has
still
3
go
kids.
work, and she can still get the
Drop
running
her
around
off
in the
the
streets
street.
because we ain't making her stay home
That's right.
and take care of this baby.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
But then guess what? Back to the whole vibrational piece. Situations that you're in can change your vibration, right? So I might have been the most positive person in the world, but now that I got 3 grandchildren running around my house that my child keep leaving on me, my vibration has went from here to here.
Right.
And guess what I'm doing with these kids? I'm pouring that same vibration into these babies.
All right.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's a
mean?
cycle.
It's
It's
a
a
cycle.
cycle. It's a
But
cycle.
yeah, I got mine under control. Y'all gonna take care of them.
They're right where they're gonna be.
Y'all gonna take care of
That's
them.
right.
Y'all gonna
Same way I took care of you.
You
You
gonna,
gonna take care of that baby.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
that's right.
And like you
look
said,
at-
I help you along the way,
I-
but
you're right.
I'm not gonna
But I'm not
take that
gonna
on.
do it. That's
And if
right.
I see you doing something positive, try school,
That's right.
working,
Yeah.
That's
okay.
right. I'm gonna do my part.
I'm gonna do my
But
part.
if you're not doing none of that part,
If you're on your own.
take them on with you.
Yeah, cause you're not gonna,
You just, if you
keep
sit
drop-
outside the club, you catch niggas coming out.
Mhm.
And put your baby in the bag,
Mhm.
strap them in.
Take them on with you.
That part.
Take her with you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love
They
that.
like dad ain't gonna watch
You
it.
can help.
Not if you're not
You
doing
can
that
help. You
part.
can guide. And you ain't gotta do
Yeah,
it.
and that was a great point that person made, because I think as we have been talking generational, in the upbringing, it does create one way or another, low or high
It
vibration.
does.
Mhm.
It does.
So we got, David said, back in the day when the grandparents had their kids after master had his way with her, that's real talk. grandma and grandpa trying to dodge her age. I guess he trying to say,
Oh, Master don't have it way.
the thing is, like, everything is young now. Cause everybody in the rush to do everything. So you got, you know, he's 40 years old, you know, I ain't 40. I was about to say we, cause I ain't 40 yet. But 40-year-olds look like 20.
I'm
And I'm
48.
looking good like this, baby. I
I'm in her
wanna be
business,
outside.
and I know I don't look my age.
No,
I
they don't
wanna
look
be
out. Hey.
outside.
Yeah,
But then
right.
you got some 20-year-olds look like they 40.
Well, they ain't had a hard little life.
Yeah, they had a hard knock like
Yeah.
But it's like, you can't expect, like you said, you cannot expect no grandmother or grandfather to stop their life to do this, because they have to still provide. 9 times out of 10, the ones who want the children to stay with the grandparents, they leave it with the folks.
Mine, y'all don't still live with me to this day.
But that's what I'm saying,
But-
like, you still have to take care of your household. You
That's
gotta
right.
make sure, if nobody comes
That's
in
right.
with their rent money, the rent still got to be
Yes,
paid.
hey, right,
So,
right.
you know, as a, you know, just looking at it, like I said, I don't have kids, but I know how hard it is to raise a kid. You know what I'm saying? So, I get it, you need support, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta take care of your own responsibilities.
Mhm.
It ain't nobody else, nobody laid down with you and then your panties under the sheet.
Mhm.
You did with it.
No, that's how you talking to your parents' players.
Sometimes I have to get
And
rid of
sometimes
gotta get
you have to,
real.
you do.
We
You
got
gotta
a
call
caller.
Come on, talk to her.
105.7 The Phase, this is Amanda. Who are we talking with?
This is David, man.
Hey, David, come on with it.
Come on with it,
You
Dave.
getting all these comments.
You
Come
couldn't
on,
take it
David.
no more. You had to call on in.
Come
didn't
on,
you?
David.
We got 2 minutes, David. Talk to us.
But real talk now. I mean, until we remember where we came from in life, man. These kids don't know no better out here. These
That's
babies,
right.
like I said, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm not saying grandma come out the club, but I'm saying put more into your grandchild. My daughter had a baby. She had 2 babies back to back. 2 babies back to back. She was just struggling. I grabbed my grandson. I didn't care nothing about the club, nothing about none. No woman, no nothing. I grabbed my grandson. Was 4 years old. He stayed with me 4 years till she got on her feet, till she got better. Because I know how I was. I was out there. I was doing all things. I didn't catch all that fast.
That's right.
That's right.
And this is all I'm saying. I'm saying until we get back to understanding where we came from and how we met. I understand at a certain age you don't want to be running around with no kids, whatever, grandkids at the house. But the thing is that that's your seed. That's you. You're gonna say, you know what? It ain't even that serious to me out here. Let me go ahead and raise him for a minute. And make sure, like y'all said, put her on her game, put him on his game, make sure he's doing what he do.
Right.
I don't see that nowadays. I see everybody in the club, the kids in the street, these kids out here, the parents don't even know what time, where they at.
Parents,
They coming home.
parents smoking weed with the kids.
Right, and see, but then, and I agree with you, David, totally, in reference to coming out of the club, but I guess if the low vibrational woman or man, if that's their mindset already, they're not going to do that. Now, for a person that's like you, that may dib and dab in the club every now, you know, and not just you, people that just may go out every now and again. Then yes, they probably are going to say, okay, let me
I need this
scale
one.
back, help take care of my grandchild, because your mindset is already different anyway.
Mhm.
But when people whose mindset are totally just me, and to the fact of they live and die for the club, they already have that, they don't know, they already don't know about nothing else, so they already in that low vibrational mindset anyway, man or woman. Yeah.
But as far as the vibration, what y'all talking about, my opinion on that is that everybody has their area in life that their mindset is, and like one of y'all said, it was how they were brought up in the home.
Uh-huh.
They see that's what they're gonna produce, and a lot of these women don't have that mindset of vibrational because they haven't seen it in their home. They saw mama doing this, mama doing that, and that's what they bring to the table. Like, you know, I met a couple younger females in their 20s and 30s, and you know, I'm in my 50s, but they like, I don't know, they telling me what they can do for me, and it's all in
right.
That's
You better
right.
tell
it.
That's right.
That's right, bro.
It's exciting, and
Yeah.
it's bad out here, it really is, that's what I'm saying.
And I think that's why a lot of us think,
Yeah.
David,
Yeah.
you better tune
Tune
in
in
next
next
week.
Yeah.
Baby, next week y'all gotta tag and share the live to everybody. Y'all
Yeah.
know, cause it's going up next week.
Yes,
David,
sir.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
calling.
brother.
We appreciate your
Yes.
support.
Everybody trying to finesse everybody, that's what it seems like.
That's right.
Yes.
Thanks again.
Have a
Have a good
blessing,
night.
man.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right.
So yes, that was awesome. Anything else, Melo, before we close out?
We got Amen. My boy Casey that way.
Mhm.
And we just want to thank everybody for tuning in to the live.
Yes,
For
yes.
chiming in. We thank you, David, for the call. And make
Yes.
sure y'all go like and subscribe to Amanda Miller Talks 2.
That's right.
Roman numeral 2.
Right.
Two eyes. Two
Yes.
uppercase eyes.
This has been great, guys, and we leave you guys to say, hey, you know, our disclaimer, just because we say it on the show, don't make it right. These are our experiences, our opinions. We want to hear from you guys, your experiences, your opinions, each and every show.
Yes.
So definitely chime in. Don't forget to tag, share, like.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment each and every time that we are here Monday at 7:30. But guys, I am telling you, please tune in next week.
What we talking about?
And,
Go ahead, Casey.
we want to give a special prayer to DJ Unk and
Yes.
his family.
Thank you, Casey.
You know,
Thank
for
you,
him
Casey.
and his family. You know, we lost a
Yes.
legendary in the city.
Yes, we
You
do.
know, around the world. You know, he made you walk it out.
That's
And
right.
walk it out.
And
Walk
two
it out,
steps.
walk it out.
So, you know, we big up to him and may
Yes,
God
yes.
rest his soul, you
Yes.
know.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
everyone
you.
be blessed throughout this week, be safe, and be faithful to God.
Be faithful to God so that you can be positive and pour into your younger generation of kings and queens. Guys, have an amazing
Amen.
night.
That's right.
Look forward to next
Next
week.
week.
Have the roles reversed
That's right.
We got, look,
between
We
men
down.
and
In
women.
this state in this.
we down 1 month, we got 11 more months to go.
That's
So
right.
y'all be safe out there
Be
now.
safe back there,
All
guys.
right.
Have a good one.